The landscape was new to us, but for Cipora it was familiar. She was deported to Majdanek when she was a little girl.
At the Majdanek railway station, they pulled us off the train, children and old people first. They loaded us onto a truck, and it was clear to us that we were headed straight for the gas chambers. We arrived at Majdanek. They opened one gate, then the other. It's not so easy to get in. There was a barbed wire fence, then another, then another. The outer fence was electrified, so was the inner one. Each morning, we were taken out to work. On our way to work, before reaching the gate, we were ordered to sing. We had to be dressed according to regulations, you know, wearing the infamous camp stripes and wooden clocks. Our heads had to be covered with a kerchief. And when we passed this spot over here, where the Wehrmacht or SS men stood, we had to sing even louder. They brought us to the camp, and as we entered, we saw the showers on our right. It was very obvious. While we stood there, we saw lines of people washing, maimed, missing limbs, disfigured, people holding a towel and a piece of soap in their hands. Well, we already knew the meaning. Someone with a towel and soap in hand was headed straight for the gas chambers, and we realized we were destined to join them. They were Russian prisoners of war, and they went in first. The German commander stood near us. There were about 10 of us children there. We started crying and begging, tearing at his pants leg, and then they ordered us to go in. There were benches here where they gave us soap. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've gotten upset. They gave us soap and told us to get undressed, then hurried us inside, and then water came out of there. When we saw water, we knew we were still alive. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cipora. I am from Kibbutz Gal'on, and I am a survivor of this camp. I was a girl of 11. Excuse me. I was a girl of 11 when I was brought here, but 1 year earlier, in November of 1943, 18,000 Jews were executed here within 1 hour, in this very place. My father was among them. I just want to mention this. He was 43 years old when he died. I want to use this occasion to remember him. My mother was executed. She was burned alive in a war camp nearby. It was called Travniki. By chance, I arrived here after they stopped the mass killings. On the day that Majdanek was liberated, not exactly that day, but a week later, I was saved by chance to bear witness. When I was released, I was 11 years old. Of all the Jews in Majdanek, only 9 children survived. We were between 11 and 14 years old. Out of all of Majdanek, from my town and all the surrounding villages, out of 18, perhaps 15,000 Jews, I was the only child who survived. כמה שזה יישמע אירוני, גידלו כאן תות שדה בשביל חיילי הוורמאכט והאס-אס, לא רחוק מכאן, כי השדה כבר היה גם שדה פורה. It may sound ironic, but they used to grow strawberries here for the Wehrmacht and SS. The fields were fertile because human ashes were scattered on them. I worked under guard picking the berries. The stench of human corpses was very strong. All day long we could smell human flesh. I'm telling you this because we are standing here. The wind is blowing and we can't smell it anymore. The stench is gone. I look out there now and I remember what I used to think as a little girl. I would see people out there and I would think, those people are walking around free. Who is guarding them? After all, I was just a child. And I thought, why can't I get out of here?